Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is third part of ZSL Paraglide track review, and it's basically not getting easier, and we start from escaping Baba Yaga forest by Lazy Echidna, and as I understand this is remake of previous land driving track, and now you need to paraglide it, which quite easier should be for escaping, but there is at least a lot of trees, which is slightly narrowing your options for escaping. And as Lazy Echidna said during showcase, he removed some trees because they were too close to each other and you always lose your paraglide. So semi-hard, nicely themed track. Canyon by Kitco36. I loved the transition to the first checkpoint through road to gliding. It was nice, and it's really not hard track just because all checkpoints are wide. The only thing that could be slightly unexpected, it's blind checkpoint 3 where you go in sharp from the canyon and it's slightly below you, so you need to understand where it's going, going down, going up through 4 and 5 and go inside the cave. So for me the cave and checkpoint 3 are hardest part of this track, but overall I think it's normal difficulty track. Weeeeeeee by Janji, and I would say this is quite hard track because of amount transition to paraglide and to the road parts. I think harder will be if it was changed to off-road tires, but even that, some elements like checkpoint 4 for example, quite hard, where you need to still be on your paraglide and still be hitting the really low checkpoint, and if you do with not perfect angle you will bounce and easily can overflow checkpoint. And then to checkpoint 6-7 you need to land smoothly with a lot of mount speed, because checkpoint 7 basically speed check, where you also need to be very precise to do so. Overall, to find all, even not perfect line, but line to finish it took for me quite a lot of time, so pretty hard track. Floating on Sunshine by Hate Hater. So this is almost purely paraglide track, and I quite enjoy it just because all checkpoints quite big, and there's numbers, there's arrows, guidelines, everything's fine except maybe number 7. It's really similar to number 1, but nevertheless you never mess it up. And decoration, design of floating checkpoints, they hanging on balloons, so it's really nice, not really hard but decent track. Some changing lines, some changing heights, it's all there, and it gives you a lot of room for any of your errors and mistakes. Love it. Paraglider Trials by that one guy, and yes, this is basically trials, smaller checkpoints as of previous track. One of part where you need to land for checkpoint 5, which leads to jump, so you need to have a lot of speed, because basically this jump is a speed check with next transition to paraglide, which is also could consider as speed check. And then you have really hard element with, I think, you can choose what to do on checkpoint 7 and 8 to transition upside down or twist it, and with risk to hit checkpoint and lose your paraglide. And you need to watch out for checkpoint 9, it's right behind the wall, so first my attempt I just missed it. So for me it was somehow semi-hard, more to hard part track. Alien Monument, Red Freak. Oh, very interesting track, because my first attempt I almost did it perfectly, did 15 checkpoints and thought, oh okay, it will be quite easy, nothing really hard, but I messed up at the end, and then somehow it became harder. So for some reason checkpoint 8, 9, 10 is quite hard for me. Even if it's like from first person view, you still need to do some tricks to make them perfectly, and you need to remember that you're in Paraglide and you can hit it and lose it, but you don't see where the hitbox of your Paraglide. And it's all happened with quite big speed for whole track. And yeah, transition from checkpoint 15 to 16 in the cave, you need to be very careful because all these, I would say crystals, colorful crystals, they're solid. On my first attempt I didn't know that and pay for it. Then I spent several attempts just to finish it. Not really obvious finish, slightly intuitive, but yeah. Still, I would say medium hard track. Juan by Lexer, I don't know how to pronounce this name correctly, but as of track, the start is pretty hectic. You need to be really precise and know what and how to paraglide, I guess, because you start like upside down almost immediately. And then checkpoint 7, transition to the road, you also need to be really precise on landing and then slightly on really fast steering to not hit the wall. Don't do as I did. But after that, I believe all other parts are pretty normal, pretty fun, really wide checkpoints. You go upside down, so everything fine, and I really enjoy the finish itself. It's like very nice, love it. But still semi-hard track because of the start and landing transition. Airtoth by Just Maki. Very nice, very cool track. So I would say this really interesting combination, like decoration and other stuff, but I believe you can do this track, or maybe Just Maki will have like land part of this track, version of this track, or on wheels, because all checkpoints are following the road and there is an arrow that show you where you need to go, so I really appreciate it. It's really wide checkpoints, and honestly I really want to see the non-paraglide version of this track, let's say this way. It's not hard, it's just following wide checkpoints and I really love it. You just need to be as flat as possible and steer as less as possible. So it's more to preserve speed, not to do really hard tricks. Saint Carmine by SFBBT. Honestly don't know what does it mean, but it's really nice and I would say easy flowy, easy track. Really create for, I would say, like learning the basic of flying. It's smooth, all checkpoints are quite far one from each other and you have plenty of time to react, to adjust, and there's no any really hard elements. Maybe you can consider the small checkpoints inside the cathedral idea is quite challenging one, but overall nice, easy, flowy track with really nice decoration.
Welcome aboard.
Red or Green by Willy, and this is, I would say, a troll map where you need to find the way of checkpoints, red or green, but you can easily see correct line because all checkpoints are slightly visible on the side of blocks. So from, I would say, second attempt, it's quite easy to beat this track. So nothing really hard, just a little bit of throwing. Galactic Descend by Me, and Me put this track on showcase, but it was during like work in progress. So let's see new updated version, some description, some changes. AFK though. I really enjoy how it builds with all these like decoration where some force field elements like holding checkpoints, and the way how balls rush walls and give you room for the track. For me it's all perfectly timing during work in progress showcase. I believe Lexer said that it should be earlier. I don't know, for me it was fine, but I'm just a slow guy on Paraglide. Anyway, so really nice track. Yet again, I would say that some hard elements for me, it's like transition to landing, even if you have a lot of time to prepare for it, because there is a sign and everything, but because of the speed and the line, you can easily fall off and hit elements. Really interesting, really fun track. I enjoyed playing it. Okay guys, that was the last map for this third part of ZSL Paraglide track review. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know what your favorite tracks, it really helps. And my general advice for future paragliding is quite hard thing, and I would say made checkpoints slightly bigger. It will definitely increase playability of your tracks. And yet again, thanks for watching, leave like, subscribe, bye.